So we're continuing to read And How to Disappear by Gillian McAllister. I'm currently incapacitated because of my shoulder, and suspense novels are a really good way of escaping reality and keeping your brain sharp. So I'll sum up. This is my third recording. We're on page 245 so far. Lorraine and Zara had to go under protection, witness protection, because Zara, her teenage daughter, you're coming to what? You're coming to hear the story? Lorraine is and Zara are living in the north part of England, the Lake District. They were moved by the police, but Lorraine is beginning to suspect that the police officer assigned to give her all the details of how to change her identity is not reliable. Furthermore, there's a phone that her husband, a computer guy, hid in a suitcase, which allows them basic communication, and she decided to communicate with him after 5 days of no contact, and he doesn't know where they are. Meanwhile, the husband is going underground, trying to infiltrate an underground group that's trying to kill his wife and daughter, or at least the daughter. It's not his daughter, it's his stepdaughter. So right now, Lorraine is working in childcare in Lake District in Coniston. And this is page 245, and it seems like a lot has happened, but in suspense novels, not a lot really happens. It's more psychological thriller. So she's right now 1.5 weeks gone. Coniston, the Lake District, Lorraine. Lorraine bought a packet of cigarettes last night and smoked them all, one after the other, out in the garden. She hasn't done such a decadent thing for years. To literally set fire to 11 pounds in less than an hour. And now she's on the bus again, thinking about London. She misses so many things about it, but part of it is the shopping. It was always so easy to shop there. Little treats, crepes on the way home, pick and mix from the stall in the tube station, a bunch of daffodils from the street vendor for £1, just because, sod it, 3 bunches. They would brighten up the hallway and the lounge, a Costa coffee to take home and finish on the sofa. There is nothing along the road here except Coniston grey houses, square and neatly spaced like they're on a Monopoly board. There is nobody around as the bus pulls away, like it is some post-apocalyptic playground. It's hard to believe it's only just after 5. She's trying to forget her altercation with Zara. That's her teenage daughter, right? Just difficult period, she's telling herself. Zara will come back to her, open up, be nice again. She mists up the black window with her breathing. Outside it's frosty, the coldest November on record, apparently. The bus lurches to a stop, its suspension sighing loudly. A teenager gets on with blasts of frozen air. The hairs on Lorraine's arms rise immediately. He's tall, rangy, and glances at her twice. The first look is curiosity, the second something else. She opens her phone and tries to distract herself. She types Hannah's username into Instagram. It won't harm anyone if she looks up her sister most days privately, will it? Just to see how she's getting on. As she lands on her account, goosebumps break out across Lorraine's shoulder. Account is private. Request to follow. She made it private? Why? Are the Find Girl A group monitoring her? She's got to know what Hannah's up to. If the IVF transfer worked, she just has to. Without thinking, Lorraine presses log out on her account and logs in as Aiden. Aiden Medicines. Password. This is ZN Cry. This is encrypted. She's in. She navigates immediately to Hannah's posts. Aiden, Central London, 1.5 weeks gone. Look, that's her husband. Look, I'm sorry, Hannah says to Aiden, and as he kisses her on the cheek. One of her curls attaches to his beard, and she laughs awkwardly. They duck into a nearby restaurant. I'm sorry about last time. I gave you the third degree. She smiles up at him, revealing the gap between her front teeth. They're seated, and Aiden finds that he likes, despite himself, to see a poor facsimile of his wife. Different smile, different hair. Hannah is dark and curly, but definitely a resemblance. Something around the brow bones, the mannerisms too. How's it going? Hannah says, looking directly at Aiden. She glances down at the drinks menu. He's envious of her. For just a second, she has only lost her sister. Her grief is simple. You know, it's tough, Aiden says, trying to ignore the ghostly presence of his wife at the empty seat next to him. She'd be on the wine. She's almost here with him. His beguiling wife. He knows her so well. He can construct her out of nothing, like she's a work of art he sculpts into being. A waiter approaches and Aiden orders a beer. Hannah a lemonade instead of her usual vodka and coke. He knows then. His head drops. He should be feeling pleased for her, but the consequences of it stretch out in front of him like a straight railroad. Hannah fusses with the menus, while Aiden's heart strains in his chest. When their drinks have arrived, Aiden sips his beer, enjoying its malty coldness, watching her, wondering when she will tell him. He knows the stalling sisters well, and sure enough, she does it immediately. Look, I just told Insta, literally 2 seconds ago, so now I want to tell you. The embryo took, she says. Despite the somber dinner of just two of them, despite the fact that Aiden keeps watching the window in case somebody's watching him, his chest feels full of hope for just a second or two. One beautiful baby inside me, Hannah smiles. She looks disbelieving as she says it. Oh, congratulations, Han, he says sincerely. Hannah raises her lemonade to him. Hard win, right? Just a bit, Aiden says. Come, Shiva, come. Come, watch. You want to listen? Come, listen. Hannah raises her lemonade to him. Hard won, right? Just a bit, Aiden says. His face is hot. He's smiling at her. He hopes nicely. But inside, thoughts are going off like fireworks. He grips the edge of the table. He needs to sort this out, work it through, what it means for them, that their blended family is growing across a wound where Lorraine once was. He stares at the menu, thinking, sea bream with wintergreen looms up in him as he tries to think. Corn-fed chicken. Right, what should he do? Hannah has been trying to get pregnant for 4 years. She's never managed it. She once told Lorraine while he ironed awkwardly in their living room, within earshot, but probably not supposed to be listening. Not a chemical pregnancy, not a period a day late, nothing, Hannah had said. But you ovulate, so I'm sure. God, I know it's tough, but I bet it's just a matter of time, Lorraine had said. How much time, though, Hannah had said. A year, tops. It has taken 3 more. The IVF started a few years ago. Hannah never spoke to Aiden directly about it. But as things go, sometimes in families, she expected that he would be told. Had once shown Lorraine a row of injection marks across her stomach in front of him. It feels so wrong to hide this from Lorraine. She's been there through all of it. 100 pregnancy tests, at least. Hannah used to order them in bulk off Amazon. But then what will Lorraine do if she finds out? Squid ink pasta with Parmesan crumb. He can't think here. He excuses himself and goes to the toilet. He stares at the mirror. His shirt is rumpled. He doesn't suit a beard. He looks like a professor or something. He leans over the sink, his head near the taps. Thinking, he blinks, looking at the reflection of one eye in the polished metal. In the quiet of the bathroom, it comes to him. If she finds out, Lorraine will contact Hannah. She'll do it immediately. She'd breach protection. That is what she would do. He knows it as easily as he recognizes his reflection in these taps. He knows his wife. Zara is her priority, but Lorraine is hot-headed, makes decisions based on the heart, not head. She would risk everything. She would for Aiden if he asked her to, as she did for Bill. There is consistency in her wilderness, in her wildness. Once you know the rules, and Aiden does, so she mustn't know. He stands upright again. He will have to keep it from her, his poor wife. He is tasked with shielding her from the happiest moment of the past 10 years, and all in the name of protection. Protection. He fucking hates it. Will Lorraine find out, he says later, once their food has come? Hannah shakes her head. No, I don't think so. But the internet, it's on lockdown. I'm not accepting anyone new on Insta. I decided the other day, just in case. You can learn a lot about me from that account. Right, Aiden says, thinking. That's good. But it's such a small world. Could you take it down, he says, your post? Just for a bit? Just while Lorraine is still it's all so new? Breaches always happen sooner, before the people in protection are properly settled in. Maybe, yeah, Hannah says. Yeah, you're right. She gets her phone out and fiddles with it for a few minutes. Done, she says, looking back at him. She stares out of the window for a few minutes, sipping her lemonade and thinking. Aiden gazes at her profile, half in the restaurant's light, half in shade. There's so much Lorraine in her. Yes, the forehead, the hairline. He is mesmerized. Weird for you to know and not her, Hannah says, eventually biting her lip and looking down into her lap. Aiden is still staring at her, still trying to find the features of his wife hidden amongst her. So